So, welcome back everybody. Well, most of you. This video is purely going to be about the last vlog. So, anybody who isn't interested in this, feel free to just leave. And anybody who does care about the channel, care about the videos, feel free to stay till the end. The last video made it very clear what kind of people I have in the audience. Now, and I have always been a strong supporter of like quality over quantity. So like I would rather have 1000 viewers who are like really supportive, who are really into everything that you do and just support you, encourage you with whatever you want to do, rather than gathering a crowd of 10,000 or 20,000 people who are just there for the free things. It's like those people who just go to Gurdwara, लंगर खा लिया भाई, उसके बाद भाड़ में जाए गुरुद्वारा, भाड़ में जाए लोग जिन्होंने काम किया, किसी से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, हमारा पेट भर गया, हम जा रहे हैं. So we have a good combination, I think, of both of this audience, which is actually really sad, because I didn't want it to have the other part. I didn't want it to attract any of that audience on my channel at all. If you're a person who is taking help from somebody and you're getting some value from somebody and afterwards you really don't give a shit about them, or you are so ungrateful that you just don't care about that person or that organization, association, doesn't matter what it is, you are not the kind of person I want to have around. So anybody who falls in that category, please feel free to unsubscribe from my channel right now. I just don't want to have you around. So once this is out of the way, let me address the issue, the Berlin issue. So it was July and I went to Berlin and I talked to Dhruv. He was going to be in Berlin too. He doesn't live in Germany, so I was like, interesting, he's going to be in Berlin, let me just catch up with him. So just the last night when he was coming to Berlin, he actually wrote to me and I was like, interesting, let me just book the tickets real quick. Then I booked the favorite Flixbus and just 10 euros, you go to Berlin, and I met him, and then afterwards I met another YouTuber, Michael. He has been teaching German since last 20 years almost now. And then I also met Mehul, and he was one of the audience whom I have never personally met before, and it was such a nice time. I was like, if you ever, or like it's in general for anybody who wants to ever start a YouTube channel or do something on social media, if you do not care about your audience, they're not going to care about you, and that's how it works. So I was like, hey, I have somebody who wants to meet me and who is in Berlin, let me just hit him up and let me see how things go. And because I was meeting Dhruv for just a short while, I thought, let me plan the day in a better way and let me just like utilize the whole day properly. So I was like, alright, in this time slot I'm meeting him, in this time slot I'm meeting Michael, and other time slot I'm meeting Mehul, and that's what actually I did. And it was a great day. It was a really productive day. I got a lot of things done. With Dhruv, I was just talking about how has his experience been about studying in Germany, because he did his bachelor's here. I was like, this is interesting. Then I talked to Michael and I actually learned how to make an online course, and afterwards I created my own, the complete guide to studying in Germany. You can find it on my website, and it's just like all of these tiny bits of learning and gaining experiences from sharing things with other people, which really helps me, and I have been proactively doing this. So anytime I get an opportunity to network with somebody, to chat up somebody who is new, I always do that. I always take the opportunity, I take the first step, and I'm like, let me meet you. This has actually turned out really nicely. Like, I have a really strong network of people I know in different places who have been in different walks of their lives or in different companies and so on. And it's just something that you have to invest time in. So me meeting Dhruv and Michael and Mehul has been that. It has been networking. It has been getting to know your own audience. That's what actually I was doing, and I'm really grateful. I'm really happy that I could meet those people. Now let's talk about the vlog. So in the vlog, Dhruv just comes, I think, from 5 minutes 6 seconds mark to 5:55, and it hasn't been even a complete minute. And just because most of the people saw Rathi in the title, they directly went to the dislike button. They disliked the video, and it didn't really affect me. Like, the dislike button doesn't affect me. If you're on internet, you have to get used to it. There are trolls everywhere. There are people who just can dislike the video without any kind of reason. So that wasn't something that disturbed me, but the mentality behind that video, which was very clear from the comments that people were writing, was actually really disturbing and something that I didn't want to happen on my channel. And I just want those kind of people a bit away. Like, I don't want them around me. And I don't think the video was bad. I think the video was decent. The vlogging skills have gotten better. If I watch my first vlog, I just want to jump out of the window, and if I watch the vlog now, it's still better. Like, the video editing skills are getting better, the storytelling is getting better, and it's still in the process. And vlogs are just an invaluable way to like make that day of your life completely alive forever, because then your children can watch the exact same video and know how you were. They can see how bad you were in your first vlog, how you couldn't speak in front of the camera, and how good or how decent you got till the last vlog. So it is just all of these different combinations which make me love vlogging. It's just a great way to just document everything you do, and it is a really creative thing and something I absolutely love. I have done 30 of them before, and I will also keep on doing them in the future. I just absolutely love them. Well, the camera battery is dying. Let me change it real quick. Alright, now it's working again. So I was just talking about the number of childish comments that I was getting on that video, which was like really funny, really insane. Because I wasn't expecting that people who are, you know, more than 25 years of age, because that's what YouTube shows, that's what our demographic is, the demographic of the channel's audience. But when I went through the comments, it was just completely funny, and I'm just going to like read some for you. And these comments, they just go right from, you know, just being childish and immature all the way to being abusive and disrespectful. So like, there's a whole spectrum, but I'm just going to read some of them which sound really interesting from me, and which were like, I think, the first few comments on the video. So one was with Rathi the Tati. Unsubscribed your channel the moment I saw Rathi the anti-nationalist name on your channel. Goodbye forever. So again, like, that's also really interesting. People call him anti-nationalist mainly because he was talking about, and he has been talking about, India's problems, and he has been taking it in a critical way. So he would criticize the current government, he would criticize the things that the government is doing in general, which are bad, which haven't been in the people's favor. If there was something that the government did which was good, he would also make a video about it. He did it quite a few times, and I remember that. So I don't understand like why people would call talking about a nation's problems directly as anti-nationalist. It's the exact same thing that, for example, many of you are like, many of the students actually who are, you know, in their teens or who are growing up, they don't have good presentation skills. And many times, because of the education system that we have in India, you know, you might grow up, you might start doing a job, and you still not might have good presentation skills afterwards. So it's like, if I tell you that, you know, dude, you should work on your presentation skills, they're not the best, would you just get offended? Would you call me anti whatever your name is? So these kind of logics are really flawed, and it wouldn't bring the country anywhere. And especially, you know, right now on YouTube we have an audience not just from India, we have from other South Asian countries too, we have from African countries, we have from European countries. And as soon as they see this level of intolerance, I think first of all, many people wouldn't be able to understand why the video had so many dislikes. I understand why the reason was. People feel like, you know, we are here on this channel to watch these kind of videos. If this person would make anything else, we would dislike it. Or like, if this person would meet with anybody whose opinion doesn't match with our own, we are going to dislike it, we are not going to watch the video. Well, if that's the case, you know, like, first of all, good luck in trying to settle your life anywhere. If you're a person, especially like abroad, if you're a person who cannot stand people who have different opinions, first, you are like not grown up yet, you're still immature, you're still childish, and second of all, people are not going to care about you. You can just die in your own tiny hole, but nobody will give a shit. That's just how the society is. You have to be able to understand and hear a lot of people's opinions, because like, there is no other way. The only other way that could be that everybody has exact one opinion would be to live in a country like Saudi Arabia, like live there. You know, there's no other opinion. If you are living in a democracy, if you're living in a free country, people will have different opinions, and you just have to build the habit of understanding or listening to somebody who has a different opinion. Like, disliking the last video was just childish because the video wasn't doing anything bad. I'm sure that the video wasn't bad. It's just because I met somebody who was making some kind of videos, and because of that, well, the video is bad. So well, there's a huge disconnect of logics there. And I just find it really funny, and I find it like not mature and like not a grown-up way of handling things or like judging things. Because if that's your judgment level, you know, like I don't know, I think like just good luck to you. Like try keeping a good relationship with your partner, because if you're that intolerant, if you just want everybody to have the same kind of opinion that you have, it's not going to work out. And once you get married to somebody, because like marriage is a lot of work, and many of you will understand it, once you get married it is a lot of work, and your partner will have different opinions all the time. And if you cannot, you know, if you aren't able to go with that forward, if you aren't able to make them understand about your issue and actually compromise on some things, nothing would work. And there have been some other comments, so most of them have been just on the line that, you know, I saw this anti-nationalist name and I'm going to unsubscribe. This is just like a really stupid and really childish behavior of judging people. He didn't make anything which is anti-nationalist. He made videos about issues which were troubling the country, which were being done by the current government. And the funny part is, it's not even your fault. Like, it's just the kind of culture that we have created in India. We are so incapable of hearing somebody else's opinion, or just understanding that, hey, okay, the other person can have a different opinion, let me have my own, and we can like still respect the other person and like have a conversation with them. Because if that doesn't happen, you know, you wouldn't be able to take the responsibility of your family, of the society, and actually do something with your life. Because that's pretty much the essence of life, is that you know, connect with other people, you build your networks, you build your social circles, and you come to a point where you're just comfortable with your life, where you think that yes, you have achieved things. And you cannot reach that point if every single time somebody who has a different opinion than your own, you would just get upset about it or offended by it. So this is just like really stupid. Of course I'm not going to make a video with anti-national, but like Dhruv isn't one of those. If there's something good that any government did or something bad that any government did, he talks about it. And again, it wasn't in that video and it's not in this video that I support every single thing he says, every single thing he does. Of course, we are two different people, but he can have a completely different opinion and I can still respect it, and I can still have a conversation with that. You know, that's what being a grown-up is. So like, I think all of these comments, there are so many, man, there are so many of them. Then there's this other guy, Atul Patil. He actually wrote to me on Instagram quite a few times, and he was asking for help. He was saying something, and it was all nice and fun. But now he writes a comment, Dhruv Rathi ke million subscribers hone ke बाद Instagram story, and after that इस vlog में वो है, अभी समझा भारत इतना anti-national videos क्यों बना रहा है, तो भारत in Germany subscribers something. Again, the videos I made, the issue about the freedom of speech, where like somebody's putting lawsuits against somebody, well, that is a stupidity. Just because somebody made a video, somebody gets so offended that he cannot handle it. And it wasn't a disrespectful video of any kind. It was just analyzing the facts, interviewing somebody, and actually putting that video out there for the people to judge. And you know, if that's what you call anti-nationalism, I just don't understand that. Of course I supported him on the issue. He's a fellow YouTuber, and if YouTubers wouldn't come together and actually help each other out, then who would? Like, after Article 13, who knows what will happen to YouTube, whatever is the rest of it. Now, another one, and this guy has been really active, Shantanu Srivastav. I used to be your follower, subscriber from a long time. You can also check blah blah. But now I have lost all respect for you. I really mean that. Nah? He really means that. Everyone has propaganda. Everyone does have personal interests. After your collaboration with Dhruv Rathi, no respect for you. Even you clearly know that many times channels have exposed him openly. So I just like, I don't understand. Like, these are just like, there are way more of these kind of comments. And here's the thing, you know, in the end, I'll just like say this one thing, because I don't want to like really push it too long. I don't have time for that. Like, this video might even be the most useless video I'm making on this channel right now. It's just that you have to be able to live with different opinions, and you have to be able to respect people with different opinions. And if you can't do that, please, I join my hands in front of you, unsubscribe to the channel. Please don't watch my video ever again, any of those videos. And I'm just extremely happy with the people that I have in my audience who are like supportive and who are encouraging, you know. This is the reason I have my Facebook live sessions and I'm answering questions there. I respond to so many messages and emails. And even though, you know, you might help somebody in his email, you might take like some minutes or hours of your day out and you can help that person, and then that exact same person can come to your YouTube channel or whatsoever and like talk shit behind your back or just straight away tell it to your face. Most of the times it also becomes very easy for people because they are actually having this kind of wall, this kind of shield that yes, they are on this side of the internet, you know, that I can touch them, that the person whom they are being mean to or like disrespectful to, they cannot actually do anything about it. And these are just childish things. So I personally hope that that kind of audience goes away slowly and slowly, like that part of the audience goes away. And videos like these are really helpful for me because that makes me analyze that, okay, there's still this kind of audience that is left in our community. And that's something I don't want to have anything to do with. So with that out of the way, I just wanted to say and take the last minutes out to thank everybody who has been supportive, who has been encouraging throughout our journey, because, well, just look at me in the first few videos. It's almost like horrible to watch. I cannot understand how you could watch that. And like now things have gotten better, the presentation skills got better, the confidence got better, and that's just how life is. Like, life is like really a journey. You always grow as a person, you always become better. And if you're not becoming better, then well, you're doing something wrong. So anybody who has stuck around, who has always encouraged us, motivated us, and has been an active part of the community, doesn't matter if it's just asking questions or it's like contributing something back, because way less people contribute something back. They are just like good with asking their questions, getting value for free, like the example I gave about the Gurdwara. And yeah, they are gone. So like I would rather love to not have that kind of people around. So if you are somebody who is not one of those, I would love to have you on my Instagram or in our Facebook group so that we can like still keep more connected. The next newsletter is coming out on 5th December. You know, we skipped 1 month because the university was too much. But again, we are going to push it back again. We are going to start it again, and we are going to share more stories in the community, what kind of things different people are doing from different cities in Germany and in India, and just compile it together so that, you know, everybody can have a read and everybody can get encouraged to share their own stories too. Because I don't know, I just have fun in that. I'm telling you honestly, 100% honestly, the only reason I'm doing these YouTube videos and all of that is because there was absolutely nobody who was doing it when I started it. Now like people started getting inspired from it and like a lot of channels have popped up, but there was nobody who was doing that. There was an information gap, and I thought it was going to be a great thing to actually, you know, contribute something back to the society, and that's what I really did. So instead of encouraging you to stay in India, I encouraging you to go abroad, and you know, whatever short life you have, actually live it to the fullest so that you don't have to regret it afterwards just because somebody else in India tells you that you're being anti-nationalist or you're not patriotic enough just because you're leaving your country and going to some other country. I think that's all bullshit, and I'm so goddamn happy that I'm living in Germany. And the kind of people I saw on the dislikes button in the last video, that I don't have to meet them in my real life in the physical world day to day. So I'm just extremely happy, and that is like my way of supporting anybody who wants to follow me, to be able to help you, to just, you know, bring you to this kind of lifestyle, which I just absolutely love and appreciate. And yeah, I don't think anything could be better right now. So that was pretty much it. Thanks a lot for watching the video. Thanks a lot for staying till the end. You know, just let me know in the comments what do you think about this whole situation, and just stay in touch. I think that's really important. You can never have enough number of good people around you. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.